FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
But, you know, we have a nice relationship, and that's a good example of collaboration and good friendship, because I'm very relaxed with them, and I feel like if I show them something, you know, they'll say no.
Right.
Or if they let me try it, they never go, oh, well, that's not my idea. So I knew I was a pederast, so I knew I had Jesus there and that. So I said, can I have a nail? They said, yes. Can I have a hairnet? Yes. And then I saw the thing that shined the balls on the set, you know. And this guy had it, and I said, look at it, because it's like I have giant balls.
Right,
you know?
right.
And Joel and Ethan were like dying. Right. I think they knew the day they were going to do stuff with me that they had extra time, which is very unusual, as you know.
Right, right.
And so they did have extra time that day, because they thought, well, maybe I would come up with some crazy ideas, and I did. So, but when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is inspiring. This is my whole character, you know. So you have this one, like Michael Chekhov talks, psychological gesture. That's it, shining my balls. So that was my psychological gesture. And then I thought, you know, I said, could I, you know, I want to lick the ball. And they said, oh, that's great, you know, put in. But this was stuff because you're so relaxed with a friend or whatever that you feel like you're not going to be fired.
Right.
You know what I mean, by saying these things. And I said, you know, maybe I could do this Muhammad Ali kind of thing and this kind of dance, you know. And so we just kept adding and adding for this montage. I didn't know if they would use all those things. The lines were exactly the same. But when I saw how they put it together, I have to say I was completely embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I liked it, but I was so embarrassed. I was like, I mean, you know, people will be playing that on my funeral, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So now we're talking about, I have an idea, I want to do like a sequel, like, you know, where Jesus gets out of jail and drives a school bus. They like that idea.
Yeah, right,
they like that idea. Because those guys who drive school buses,
sure,
they never check them out.
Sure.
You know, you always see these guys, and you could just see the Jesus, you know,
right.
just on those school buses. But it's interesting how something started from a play and a friendship, and somebody saw it, and then they wrote a little something, and they designed that one thing. And that's how I think when you do, you know, I've had that relationship with a couple of directors. Spike certainly is one, and even other people I haven't worked with again, where people don't ask you, and you know what that feels like, to do what you've done before. People have asked me, like, could you do something like in movies, like you did in The Big Lebowski? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that for you.
Right.
You know, I did that. That was done, and it came out of something very, you know, organic, and like kids play. And there are very few people that, as you know, that allow you to do that.